Back in the foothills of San Diego's East County, an unusual wine tasting tour is underway.
Well, welcome to WOOF'N'ROSE.
20 horseback enthusiasts have gone off the beaten trail to visit some of Ramona's newly opened wine tasting rooms.
We grow 8 varieties of red grapes here. Our oldest is our Merlot.
It's not quite Napa South, but the hills around Ramona now comprise one of California's fastest growing wine regions, and the area got a boost recently with the advent of tasting rooms, even some that cater to horseback riders. Marilyn KAHLE and her husband Stephen own WOOF'N'ROSE Winery.
We are one of Ramona's hidden gems, our little boutique winery here.
The KAHLEs were among the first in Ramona to plant a vineyard. They started growing grapes in 1995 with no real intention or knowledge of making wine.
We sometimes tell people that it was a landscaping project that went wrong because they did grow, and we just kept getting deeper and deeper into the project, planting more and more grapes.
They just finished harvesting 10,000 pounds of red grapes to make 8 different varietals. Their sprawling property is planted to capacity, just like many of their neighbors. The rural community of rolling hills and scenic landscapes is home to hundreds of family-owned vineyards and 23 licensed wineries.
We have people coming from Los Angeles, from San Diego, from all over the world, coming to Ramona now, tasting wine.
Bill SCHWEITZER is known as a pioneer of Ramona's wine region. He owns the 6-acre PACCIELO vineyard. Like many residents, he didn't know what to do with his property when he bought it.
And it was between avocados or grapes or broccoli. And avocados use too much water, and no one ever asks you what kind of broccoli you're planting.
SCHWEITZER says Ramona holds the perfect microclimate for growing some of the best grapes in the world. But he says creating a wine region has been no easy task. It's taken years of hard work, vision, and determination.
The process is, first you have to identify yourself. You have to get a name.
They got their name in January 2006, the Ramona Valley American Viticultural Area. SCHWEITZER says the essential AVA federal designation was a huge achievement. 90,000 acres in Ramona Valley are now officially considered a wine grape growing region.
Then after that, you have to have a government environment that makes it conducive to making some money building wineries and vineyards.
That was accomplished last year with the approval of San Diego County's wine tasting ordinance. It allows boutique wineries to open on-site retail outlets and tasting rooms.
Because a wine operation of this size, if you can't have a tasting room, you can't be in business.
Richard McClellan and his wife Zoe own Highland Hills Winery. Their new tasting room is open on weekends.
Sales are increasing every month. And it's very fun. I love working in the tasting room. I talk to people and just learn a lot about everything. People are very interesting to me.
I'd probably take that one off.
Richard McClellan, a former mechanical engineer, says he's living a retirement dream, but he admits investing in the fruit of the vine is not for the faint of heart.
It's not cheap, to plant the vineyard. And then you have to train the vines, prune the vines. It's probably 3 years before you get, the third year you'll get some crop, it's 4 or 5 before it's really producing.
The McClellans produce 3,000 gallons of wine in a good year. They sell a half dozen different wines in their tasting room, starting at $20 a bottle. They're excited to see so many vineyards and wineries cropping up because they say they can't be successful in this business alone.
Everybody's excited when somebody else opens because they're going to be bringing all their friends and relatives, so it's just bringing more people to all of us.
Richard says now that they've overcome the political obstacles, the remaining challenge is getting the word out.
There are people who are very surprised to find out that not only is there wine as close as Ramona, but there's good wine here.
Back at WOOF'N'ROSE, the KAHLEs have their prestigious national and international awards displayed.
It gives us more validation that if we're winning against the big boys, then we're doing something right down here.
And they hope more wine aficionados will beat a path to their door, even if it's a bridle path. Susan Murphy, KPBS News.